Hi everybody, this is Tina. Welcome back to my kitchen. Today I am going to be making chicken thighs in my 8-quart Instant Pot. And I'm going to be sauteing onion, celery, and a little bit of garlic. To start that off, I will be using a 32-ounce box of chicken broth. And I'm using the olive oil just to saute my vegetables in. Alright, let's get started so you can see how this process goes. Okay, so we are prepped and ready to go. I've plugged my Instant Pot in. The chicken is clean. I've cut up my celery and my onion, and I have the 1.5 teaspoons of garlic, and we have our olive oil, and I have already poured olive oil into my pan, and I'm going to turn it on to this saute setting here. And that's like using a saute pan and to saute our vegetables. In just a moment, you'll see it go to on. There we go, and that means it's warming up now. So our next step will be, I will be sauteing our vegetables, and after that, we'll add in our chicken into the pot, and then on top of that, we will put our chicken broth, and I will do that step by step so that you can see it. But that way you have a little bit of a heads up of what we're going to be doing next. All right, let me start sauteing those vegetables. Okay, we will add our vegetables in now. We'll start with the celery. And we'll toss in our onions. And just add some flavor to that. This is such a simple thing to do. Chicken is like one of those basic Instant Pot recipes everyone can do. And these are partially frozen. So that's why we'll cook them for 25 minutes and allow it to do a 10 minutes natural release before we vent it all the way. Let's put this on our vegetables. Doesn't have to be perfect. It's the one thing about the Instant Pot, it's very forgiving as well. Alright, so all of our chicken is in there now. And that is just under 3 pounds, so it's 2.90 pounds. I'm going to just take a little bit of garlic and kind of just put that over the chicken. And I'm going to also take Lawry's seasoned salt and sprinkle that. Let me show you. Lawry's seasoned salt. And just sprinkle that over the chicken to give it some flavor while it's cooking. And decided I'm going to actually use some chicken bouillon powder. And you can purchase this at the Asian market. I buy it over off of Peabody and Mason at the Asian market there. And it's got a little scoop. So I'm just going to actually, it's about, I think it's a teaspoon scoop. And I have just a little bit over that. So I'm just going to sprinkle that also onto that. Like I said, I only had about a teaspoon left in there. So I just wanted to use that up to add some flavor while I'm cooking the chicken. So tonight, I think I'm going to be making mashed potatoes and gravy and fresh broccoli, steam that for dinner. But you can also take this chicken once it's cooked and shred it and turn it into chicken salad. You can add it to your soups, as well as you can make tacos with it by adding like cumin and chili powder and oregano and salt and pepper and garlic, and then make street tacos out of it. You can also add barbecue sauce and make sliders. I mean, it is just, chicken thighs are just one of those great meats because they stay moist, and it's much better than chicken breast. So I'm just adding in this whole container but you actually only need about 2 cups when you have the 8-quart Instant Pot, but I want the broth as well, so I can turn that into gravy later on. All right, and if I wanted to make noodles, I could use this same broth. It makes great noodles. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to put the lid on. Let me show you that. So we put the lid on, and you hear it, and it makes a little noise once it's on and it's in place. And so I told you that this side is venting. We're going to make sure we push it back so that way it's to sealing. And once this has been sealed and comes to pressure, that little pin, that red pin will pop up. So I'm going to switch this now to cancel, and then I'm going to go to poultry, and I'm going to do for 25 minutes, and that's going to bring it up to pressure. It will cook for 25, and then it will have a little L, and it'll do a count up. And so I'm going to have it an additional 10 minutes on it once it's finished cooking for the 25 minutes. And I'll come back and show you that. So right now it's on normal. It says normal and high pressure. And the keep warm setting is just so that it will keep it warm. It will continue to cook as after the cooking time has finished. All right, we'll come back when it's all finished so you can see the final chicken and how tender it is. Okay, so it's now been 11 minutes after the time that the 25 minutes is done. And now we're going to do this is called a natural release. So it's been naturally releasing for 11 minutes. So now we're going to do a quick release by putting this to vent, and it's going to steam. So I need to like turn it away from my cabinet so I don't get my cabinets all steamy. And I'm actually going to turn it off here as well. So right now it's on set, still on sealing, and now I'm going to turn it to venting, and that's going to just spray for a little bit until it releases all the way. And I'm going to show you though, I'm going to turn it off here. I'm going to cancel, and that's going to stop the cooking. And now let me get a towel. So I've got a towel here, and that's going to help just protect my cabinets, under my cabinets. And now here we go. This is how it's going to vent the rest of the way. So it's just releasing the rest of the steam out of that. And once that's all finished, that pin will drop. So I'll come back when the pin is dropped and show you what the chicken looks like. And now you can see that it's off. All right, the Instant Pot has finished venting and the pin has dropped. We're going to show you what the inside of this chicken looks like now. There's the chicken. It's nice and tender. It's made a fantastic broth for making rice or soups. You can make whatever you can think of with that broth. You can make gravy. That's what I'm going to be making later on. Let me show you how tender this chicken is. Let me just show you. I'm going to just touch it and see how it just falls apart. These are great. This chicken thighs are great for street tacos, for chicken soups and chicken pot pies. It's wonderful for pulled chicken sliders. I'm going to have it with mashed potatoes and gravy, open-faced sandwiches, and serve with a side of broccoli. The opportunities that you can make with this are they're really limitless. It's just your imagination, whatever you would like. Chicken salad is one of my favorites. Chicken pot pies. You can make this with chicken and cauliflower rice if you want to do it keto focused, and you can turn it into an Asian dish. Yeah, there's so many different opportunities. And I love the Instant Pot. It's one of my favorites. And you can cook ribs in here. You can cook dried beans, soups, stews. I love pot roast in here. It's one of my absolute favorites. It takes an hour to make a roast falling apart, pot roast. It's fantastic. So I hope you guys will give it a try. I will show you once I plate it up tonight for dinner. I will take a post of that and put this all together for you. All right, have a great evening. Bye. God bless you. Here is the final presentation of my chicken thighs as an open-faced sandwich with mashed potatoes and gravy and broccoli with cheese. I hope you guys give it a try. And if you try something different with your chicken thighs in the Instant Pot, Let us know what you made in the comments below. Have a great evening. God bless you. Enjoy your dinner.